Good afternoon. Welcome back to AR Radio Salguero Spin. Today, 5th April 2022. As usual, Monday to Friday, Tuesday, the bulletins. In our studio here, our YouTube channel, if you get into, please subscribe, share with your friends and beloved ones, likewise, on our Facebook pages. Now we start with the details, the headlines from Point Newspaper. The first headline on Point Newspaper: Belgian city mayor vindicates Mayoress law. NAWEC and SENEC sign 50 megawatt power purchase agreement. Gambia participates, call for media fairness ahead of parliamentary elections. NCAC and UNESCO launch over 50,000 US to safeguard intangible cultural heritage project. Amir Tarawali urges peace in parliamentary electoral process. Information for prospective students applying to Sefard University. Brikama Area Council and NRA visit 400-meter Brikama Jambar Sane Road project. Then the national news from Point Newspaper: GIRAV and GAFSP to be launched in Gambia in April. Then GP recommends IEC to increase voter education. The inauguration and crowning of late King Musa Molo Balde. Brikama New Market under construction to be ready soon, as they said. So those are the headlines from Point Newspaper. Let's go to Standard Newspaper. Standard Newspaper: NPP candidate rejects allegations of diplomatic passport scam. Then candidate petitions IEC over NRP's behavior in Sabak Sanjal. Big Far asks NPP to pay up 900,000 concert tickets money. Here coincide, Amit Trawali calls for peace elections. And then Silaba says businessmen must not push Barrow into business. GNOC louds Gambians volleyball's international glory. So so far, those are the headlines as we can see on the papers. These two principal papers. Let's see another papers whether they have different stories. So let's go back to the first story we are going to start with from Point newspaper. So before that, let us change the scene. Go ahead with the bulletins. The first story on Point newspaper: Belgian city mayor vindicates Mayoress law, is a press release read by Hajar Radio Salguero Spain. Here our YouTube channel. Subscribe and share with your friends. The mayor of Austin City, Bart Temolin, who was on a state visit with his powerful delegation from Belgium last week, confirmed to journalists in a joint press conference that a Gambian lady by the name of Loli Fofana, who is claiming to be working with Austin Banjul EU project, is false, and her allegation of misappropriation of 3.2 million euro project by Rahim Malik Law is also not true, as confirmed by the external auditor's report. According to Temolin, the Gambian lady, Madam Fofana, is unknown to him, and that every euro spent on EU project is accountable, as the steering committee from Austin and Banjul jointly approve every budget allocation, and therefore Madam Fofana was merely spreading lies on social media for cheap popularity, as she has no idea about EU project. In a separate development, Mayor Bart has expressed his profound gratitude to his counterpart, Mayoress Law of Banjul, for the rosy welcoming accorded to him with his delegation. The Austin mayor said the link between Austin City in Belgium and Banjul City is almost 2 decades old, but this is the first time a mayor from his city is visiting Banjul through bilateral cooperation. Mayor Bart told the journalist that 60% of his staff at the council is female, while majority of his delegation is women, and also received by the first elected female mayor of Banjul, saying this all goes to show that he believes in women empowerment. I, with my delegation, were taking unconducted tour of Austin Banjul EU-funded projects, from the beautiful coconut trees planted along the Banjul beach to slow down coastal erosion, planted trees inside the city to the transplanted mangroves, as well as a multi-purpose skill center at Crab Island premises for the youths of Banjul, said Mayor Bart. Mayor Bart Temolin said, once completed, the multiple purpose skill center would have a recording studio for musicians, radio station, a classroom to teach youths on electronic gadgets, repair with satellite installation, and other skill jobs for the youths of Banjul. He said they would expect Mayor of Banjul with her delegation to pay a visit to them in Austin in the coming months. On her part, Mayoress of Banjul expressed her profound gratitude and thanked Mayor Bat and his delegation for not only the visit but also for setting the record straight about the corruption allegation leveled against her by Madam Lolly Fofana. The Lord Mayor said she is informing Gambians that she is not a signatory to the EU project and that a steering committee has been set up to run the project. Banjul has called on the youths of Banjul rather to take ownership of the multiple purpose skill training center once completed to be ready to build their capacity in various skill jobs. This one by Bio News Sources. So stay tuned there. Don't go back momentarily after a short jingle. Ya sabe Mario Lunga continue kibar kungol la follow sinana lawang bota kibaro men karana sante membe denning Belgium la alkalbama botina Austin nata fata banyuna alkalbama kuma kawo men fota je anen tumirol men ye meo lo kango jangandi ko muso men be wo tumuro ke kan social media ka ala kuma kawo fanen yo point la kibar kum follow men finda je ko men bota men folte wala Belgium city meo nyin ay Rahim Malik lo meo Banjul ala kango jangandi ala kumo toñandi ko tumiro men nyim muso ka fo social media tan ko faniyalam meo nyim men bot nan Belgium wala nyim senyandi Gambian koli anin dunia moli nawek inin Senegal la sen elek wala liye contrat ko sayni ko tagede men bida fo 50 mega watt comme courant la sembo talulu megawatt pro sase bulu comme ka use Gambia banko kan through communication line la ko electrical line na o agreement yola sign Gambia participate ka foning civil activism ye commandro ke media fairness comme media nying is tilling pour mun na nyim parliamentary election men nyatling la teng ika fo kafome NCAC on ning UNESCO United Nations na nyim bunda membe lorem patrimonial la karola ye londro ke fenna membita fo dolaro wuli talulu pro ika men tanko ninata kola membe ko intangible heritage wala nying fengol men ni tara ka men kiosanol teng project heritage project ko men bebe wala nyama ko men ye fengol men kieta yo Hamadi Allah nyaton ko ami trawali ay kumandro ke pro nying carte fawo men kanaten sa katanga Cairo sabatindi akono information la karola membe ko kibaro ka di mol fo perspective comme mol la karola de men student lolan karam da non men be safaro ke kan tala mem keda dawda faderati ay scholarship po men abe sato banko men kan America scholarship po men angine sato to geto Washington o student men be sandeng apply ke kan o university la teng ye wala la information on yim ban yo Brikama area council aning NRA national road en safaro NRA national road agency natna ta den krato de damen Brikama la jambar sane road project o nying membita for 400 meters meter kemen nani tata wolto kumpabo yo ila national news wala point la national news ka fa kafo moy GIRAV wal ning GSFSP wal fanan na datro ke fen na de banko kan men ka foko ya dati April karo nyin kono wala mum ko ngajibe ko resilient agricultural value chain development project coming GR o GIRVA coming ala acronym so mu ila development project o me membe chokri nyola Gambia banko ka yole dati so GP ol fanan natna wala Gambia la preste ye men yitan ni wala ngende ko IEC pro sa kata ye lafaro ke bake pour ka carte final karandi carte fao kenyal yo ye dailo ke dingra la dingra men na nunto mansol la dingra membe ko Musa Molo king of Fladu ka fay Musa Molo balde ala dingra koton ye wolto yele so, anim fana brikama ye la marché kutome ba lo kanten ko ala loñing atemela be banna comme marché kutome ba lo kam brikama sata way so olel mu kibar ko men bota point is ngata standard newspaper kibar follow me standard newspaper NPP la candidate e bayro ke ko mi tumiron men la kan membe ko diplomatic passeport e tapale amen ake au tumirol le bay aman son freng silaba samati ako business men rolen safarlal kana baro pousser fa fana dake business o nyinto anim fanan ka fo kafol mene ko GNOC ol fanan ye kuma kan findindi santo de membe ko Gambianol menu sa foton ye ko findindi membe ko Gambianol la volleyball timo nying ila international glory ye wala fintindi diamata wala anibi candidato ay sabero ke IC pour NRP patio Amad Bala patio be manya min na badibu sabak sanjal savorong ni bota faravenye koma sata on meje ka fo ye sabak sanjal be ma nyamin na je ko amanyi nya freng yo malong indo de omu am fo comedian fo jalole ka fay big fa wol natna mem fa ko NPP patio nyanta ka joro ke tiketi cheme kononto kodo nyinna bitum fojjulolo be inatema ba malom badanga jibe ko Gambian rapper musician ole Musa Gay ali ka kumandi big fa comme ay kanindro ke National People's Party la prouse joro ke kodo men tuta ani tema membe ko dalasi wuli cheme kononto 900,000 comme being part of comme ye men agreement o men soto men be ko wuli cheme lulo 5,000 concert ticket comme concert ticket o men da de pokis comme tole men tate bulu on promise sorry comme ya lahidi men comme abe kanin kan o kodo nyinala ani bi ngajibe fo kibar kodo finda standard but no ngata mur koma nga datinung point la kibaro menna angle counter details soni yo so details soni membe mayor law aning ala counterpart member nam Belgium comme be mayor leti musoni chew Osten mayor menna ta Gambia kumba boro la santeng ay bangin mayor nying a kango janga ndiko ye kango men lala ko ay tapale yale ke Europe la projet ko men abe nyin tema wala nyin city flow banyun ning Osten ya kango jangani yala kumo tonyande ko musob men fo kanko fanialam te fango e men dante so ngadun kibaro nyim fango kono naldunta na site nyinto na channel to aliye subscribe aliye share alakanun to nal badon ning na Facebook page o men simultaneously mbi jeto santem fana yo nga continue kibaro nyum fawlam alkalba men bi sato me ka fuje Austin City ka fay bat temolin nying cheo nying wole nata na state visit la komen bankunin banku tema satenin sate tema kumpa boro men anala delegation ba ka mena powerful delegation ka bona Belgium nyin lokun tambilala men ya confirm ko journalist le ko ka mena joint press komen ka kafunyola jeto o conference o men keta Gambia Gambian no la ko la men keta lady musole mu ko by the name ikwato mu loli fofanati men abe kuma fo kanun ko to be working at be do ko wala anin sate molten membe ko Austin anin banjun nyin kafo membe teme ka fa EU project at be do ko wala world ko nyimu fanialti amanke tonyati meo men botnam Belgium o dingra fangoto wala o faniandi ko nyim muso malo freng nyim feneti abe menki kan nyin tumiro laten abe molle ake watle la o ake dingra to men amang nyanna fola damen fang cause misappropriation olam comme fennemu adidal drong amanya nakake first place comme abe même fo kan ko million saba wuli chema fula comme projet ko men Rohi by Rohi Malik Law, comme Rohi Malik Law, comme is also not true, comme men kodome aka foten yin ako Rohi Malik Law be tapale amenke o kodola karola ko nyi mu fenneti nya confirm le a tonya yan le ko amanke tonyati fereng anim fanan ka menna external auditor fanan ye report o min diol be a confirm le ko muso ka memfo fanyalam ni may muso fangolom fereng yin loli fofana men akato mu walati itan roke ko ni ajibe yin chew yin mew men nata Gambia banko ka kante ka fa tim lin anim fanan Gambian musoñin madame Fofana ko ñi muf moleti men ital malo amalon fereng ako amalon ay men fo ko that and that every euro coming niaji be lem project ko me ka fo euro project ko euro killing ya spend ñim project ko ñin to ñimbe aka konti bole because e ka fo le sinni membe jibe kay ka me steering committee obota Austin anim banjun jointly will kafta nyoma ka nyim approve ka songala ko every budget comme be fengo fen dal na ta be kala do ko wolde ko do be kala men ko ne ka mena budget so o budget do nyin ala allocation no anim fanan ni o botaje fanan therefore ni madam Fofana la Carola was merely yimu feneta be fenne janjang kan fania abole janjang kan ni internet bundalto I mean dante coming abe monengini kan rong pro abe daraja la nyamen komen ati kamodo tinya ka mena keep popularity ite lafida ka kuke men o kono ise darajo soto je men ka ko soto fea kono asonable men dante ako she has no idea ko musoni man kokule long nyim project ko membe tamakan Austin ning banjun tema abe fani adam malake kan pura asike moti rong ase darajo ñing aso soto so nea kona se fiable in a separate development nimbotole to se ye memfo wala mo kukoto soto iro wala karola membe ko ni meo kilo membotna ostenten Belgium but ay men itande baba ke wala ngindo ko ati ala kontan baba men ninata jibe ala counterpart MAYORESS wala mo Rohi Malik lola kuala banjon komen ye bunyaro men kala ke bendunna nyamen ko sembo warta bake anala delegation ani min be siloka ka continue nyin sata kilo nyin ila meo nyin memo ostande ay mem fo wala nyin ti linko ko mem tarta between ko nyin sata fulo tema Belgium anim banjol ko city nyin city fulo be nyin banku fulo kan ba nyin Gambia la city banjul aning Austin Belgium ko is almost imu fenete atarla fo sanji muang because 2 decades ala taro ala soto nyin kafnyo amen be temate linkom be tem ako this is the first time in sinya floti meyo kabonan Belgium kanana banjun kumpa borola purumuna nyin karafulol ela buludum nyobulola kafmena bilateral cooperation yin meyo bat ni meyo mbotnang Belgium ten Austin ay nyim fo journalist li ko that nyin ni ajibe kemo kono sidla taworo itol ilaw dinkiranginto ila alcaldia nyin membe ko councilo nyinto ila staffo sidla taworo obemu musolte female ni ajibe ko while majority of his delegation aning molmen fanambe silo kan kana ni ajibe abuma bemu musollet ay men dante anim fanan ako ina gia comme received by the first elected mol nata gia men kata musu foloti ay men akita alkaloti banjun ay men dante wala mun rohi malik loti ko ni ajibe men foka wala nginde etol this all goes comme in tarla ka yitan roke ko pour mun nakalako nyimu fenneti musolla sembentuya wala wasab ka musol sembentuya ako with my delegation anala ngin molwen be silo kan tolu inatne samba kata ya wala tolu tour of Austin comme ka mena Austin ya nyina banjun EU funded comme wala lin kodo ta ka akafu nyoma ka mena funded wala lin kodo jo wala mun tidron taken on a conducted tour comme ngin toni o project ngin kabo minto from beautiful coconut trees comme kanana project mbeko ngin koko sungol ting man ko lo ni nata gibe banjulla badan dawla pour kaje ko se akata se talaro keno bajio men ka badan naw ku ka fa erosion o men bari ni robe badan ba kankungola jama asulol ka kenyo mutale kenyo nyin abuka eros no kata ba ko no kotake aka mutal so kamale na lol jeto o membe ko koko sungol teng anim fana ye yirollo menu banyun sata o fan kono an fana anim fana to di transplant comme mangrol fananta ke wutudlado to ke sambadlado to ke tutu amendante as well as anim fanan multiple purpose daming dinkrala mu meche nin lala mu men meche o sifa isa anin no jet la banjunu la kram mun koto me ka fuje Krabalan secondary school ina tanana nyin project ko komen ka skill center wala karandula ye wala lo jete bangin sato nyin kono ata nyin EU project ko nyin meyo bat temolin anatna me fo ako ningin dinkra banda wala mu Krabalan na multi purpose skill center nyin ako imegala fennati abi kila ko recording studio of besot la jela comme tepur la pour musicianol studio membo kalila musico product le anim fana radio station o dia mo buka kala dame anim program kotol anim fana karandula fana besot la jela pour munna ka fonni cholta ke karande electronic gadget la comme nyin jama la ban fengol tem molika men use comme nyamo gadget ron joral men ke use device ol thing pour ibol fana repair la nyame nit nyata olam dinata se say dino nit nyata se say dino nyama kotake ka men na ke deda kuke anim fana pour ka satellite installation of fana ke ol be karan lolo fana anim order skills comme ninata kukoton la men be denning nyin bulma kalan do ko wala be kata ko métier do ko ten jama pour fonnin cewliye men be ban jol ka continue hanbi ay même fois ko they would expect comme be yillaran ko meyo banjul wala mo rahim malik loti o fanan anala kafo pour ye nana etul fanan na sata nyindo wala mo Austin de Belgium pour nyin monsignol men kanata nyin karol men kata pour kata je kumba boro ako ni ajibe on her part wala mum nyin meo membe banjol rahim malik lo fanana karola diamuta ko aitan droke bake ala kontane bala kontano men dandula tala hanim fanan ka nyin ka duwa men keda meo bati anin ala delegation o anin mol men nata for not only amanke kome da ila ko danta pour kana kumpa boro da malade but ene kule ke ka men setting record straight e kule itan men nik naka kumanna na sotoje wala yitan roke ka yitan di molla ko membe kering to mirola karola jenko men musoya lakan membe ko nying Madam Loli Fofana kabrinata ye tonya la itan straight iman koku maba membe kering ka to seneyandi musola nying fania kumo menga kenu social media. Lord Mayo memwate rohi malik lo ay nyim foko akwati abe kalamtan roki kan Gambia dingola be kalamtan di kan ko that she is not a signatory ako nyim project ko membe tama kanteng amanka ko atel tamude atla sign da malaba ko kunna nyim membe ko EU project onye ako kamala ne ajibe ka folo be lori min be marli nyim ko la tamantra marli nyin na kafo atle ka sign ko ku be kala no nyin kafo wole ba kunna ka mena steering committee wala nyim projet go wala ka ataman ka continue comme surwal ka même fo banjun mansa bur banjul as call on ay commandro ke fonnin ci wala banjun pour ka je ko ka taro ke indingra la kotel fon ta ma manke mo ko ta ni multiple purpose skill me ya Krabalan transforming ala ka eleman ka Krabalan karam ko to ka eleman ka kin dinkra to meke karambun nyinde ko sa ke fon tati nak abanta wati sinaje ko to build their capacity function fangirwani no nyaming ninata for skill do kola skill jobs la wala mum meke do kolte kuma kan nyin danta sorry men kibaro bonde sosiso nyim e ka fo bio news network wala le nyim bonde bari ya sa point newspaper so inam kibar for men findita point just bangata yingulo la follow nimboro ran sinana kibaro samba alena. Welcome back. Now with Standard Newspaper, the headline: NPP candidate rejects allegations of diplomatic passport scam. This one by Omar Ba, Standard reporter, and read by Harjalama Radio Saljeruna Spain. The NPP National Assembly candidate for Basse constituency, Sekou Ba, has denied ever being arrested for collecting $5 million from native of Basse in exchange for diplomatic passports. Ba is responding to a massive social media campaign he said is mounted by political opponents to smear his name. He was also accused of bribing the NPP selection committee with $150,000 to be selected as candidate. Reacting to the allegations in a Standard exclusive yesterday, Mr. Ba said, "I have not collected a single dollar from anybody in exchange for diplomatic passport. That doesn't even make sense because I have no authority whatsoever to issue diplomatic passports. The allegations are just meant to tarnish my reputation." On allegations that he bribed the NPP selection committee, Ba responded, "The NPP Basse primaries was transparent and free from influence. Delegates cast their votes in a secret ballot. I was just lucky to be elected. I have not given money to anybody because even if I wanted to, I don't have money to give out." He said if the selection was not fair, those who lost during the primaries would not have joined his campaign relation with First Lady. He talked about that. On his alleged family relation with the First Lady, Mr. Ba said, "The only relation I share with the First Lady is we are all from Basse and coincidentally, we are both Ba. but we are from different families and our mothers are not related except from Adam. So stay tuned, don't go. We'll be back momentarily in Mandinka after a short jingle. Yo sama gumare olo mutana kana mutamen karana sante membe den standard la kibaro na science unta olto anga falin ne meden NPP la candidate ay bayro ke tumilol men yel denga kunna membe ko bankola nyem password kallanke o me ka fay diplomatic passport ko may odo muta mobulu pour ka nyina e ko me ateo kuma kan bayle kibaro me save wala mo Omar Bade channel la ki fribula min bakranga la jadama na YouTube channel o ngido nal dunta ali subscribe aning fanang aliya tala anal kafunyol ning al badengol aning fanan na Facebook page o min fanal ben jekan jelto santeng alien like aning fanang alien follow ka continue kibaro nyinna membe den ning passport scandal ola membe den ning NPP la candidate mbe passé Iko National Assembly member candidate of Base Katrefai Tundo Nyinkang Sekuba. Abalantangin na ko ate yate mutanum polisol purmun na dong ko ay kodole muta membita fo dalaso million lulu jeng ko bulu base purmun na dong diplomatic passport nyinay. Abalanta kuma kawana ba abe jabiro ke kan wato menna kumo siata bage nyin internet bunda le gafdame social media be campagne ke kan pro drong ka munke drong men ba ke kan wole mu ani men be nyon saba kan political ka men na political opponent pour isa toti nyano nyame ala kuma kan men yitan akwate ikonyin ya atumi ko ay duko ke fana NPP la molmen ka to mondroge ka voice selection committee comme ay kodo di wala mentata fo dalaso wuli keme wuli tang lulu Purusa atita ka tombon ka ke NPP la candidato nyinti bari anarna jabero ke nyin tumirol lalde ko wato men nanin standard bi diam ko damma kunun misaba e memvo akwati anamanang kolek single dalas la dalasota mobulu ni ajibi purmunna ka na passport nyina e membe ko diplomatic passport te ka continue fanan ako nyimmu feneti even manke hakilima ya fangote katuko ate man nyaton kaya sembe soto men sinana ke kuti puru atse diplomatic passport de dano moy ako o sembo tabul ako nyimo tumiril don puru kaje ko puru sate toti nyano nyamen aning ala to ka toti nyadron tanis my reputation ko men I mean itan ako nyin tumirol kan ko niajibe membe ko in tumiro ka membe ko duko ate nchekilon ko ay duko leke basela committee mesiren pour ga candidatul tombong jeto pour NPP parti ay jabiro ke ate misaba jabiro ke o fanal ako NPP la primary coming wolen katrefawme ka ke pour ka candidatul tombong ko mu feneti yake seneyala kono lankene matale anim fanan mo ma da dunje freng o man kafu ila konyin ko molmen benta jeto pro isi inata pro ka karto fay nyin candidatul tema ko keta kullola ko ne ka men secret ballot ako ate leketa modi men harjeta ka tombo anadna nyin fofona ako ate man ko do fa la sedo men asadi ko men momo la katuko even if I wanted to. Comme hana lafita kodo tabul abe kodo mendi la molla puruka atomo. I mean itan. Na tentem fana nyim foga ko selection ngin to montrola kalo la coming natra amang ta silola ako sai menu fota o primary ngin to muna batin na wol be kaflama pro ala campagne nyin na ni NPP député kotan men lota député yala man kanye ay men dande anatna na diamu fanan aning adam barola muso fatuba fatuba nyin ako iko molia itan niko anamu badingol bari awo kumo bail a continue I mean fo wo tumiro nyin ko yin family relationship wala karola wala anin musola dengo membe ko bankola musufolo ka mena first lady wala mu ate misa banyin ay memfo wala ngin ko yin the only relationship wala mu ito le badi ya men tala wala ngin drong ako first lady is the first lady is we are all from base coming ako yanin ni mentala wala mu fatu bati be bota base sato ineto ako anin fanan kol na so nyoka membe ko konton liketa kilingoti ko government wawol government coins den tali komen ibenta konton kilingoto ala nata konton bendi ufanan mol samata ko me abade on bada manki abade ngoti I mean dante. And I'm not attentive fanako, but we are from different families coming. It will be about a dimba monkey kiloti fang ila family coming. It will monkey bading kiloti in safo nyaming different families. Indo boda in karadola indo boda karado bari denta konton damala anim fanang ibama nyol imang hani den freng iman nyo ma darala na manke mbemba adamati ala kumakam danta daming. So I'll count a lot of mina nyato de man nin jingulo boda la kibar do kono. Welcome back. Still with Standard Newspaper. The headline: NPP candidate rejects allegation. No, sorry about that. The headline: candidate petition IEC over NRP's behavior in Sabak Senyal. Sorry about wrong story. But now this is the real one we want to bring. The headline: candidate petition IEC over NRP's behavior in Sabak Sanjal by our Makalo of Standard Newspaper, and read by Hajadama, Radio Spain, and Sal. It's a short story. Alhaji Babu Sisi, an independent candidate for Sabak Sanjal constituency, has filed a petition to the IEC complaining about the behavior of Usman Toure, the incumbent NRP candidate in the area. In the petition seen by the Standard, Babu Sise alleged that Usman Toure is violating rules by using the logo of NPP and picture of President Adama Barrow as part of his campaign material instead of NRP, which sponsored him. The NRP and President Barrow's NPP are in a grand coalition in this election. According to the petitioner, these acts are against the IEC campaign rules. This is an impersonation of the incumbency power to attract voters and therefore a clear violation of Election Act and campaign ethical code of the IEC, Alhaji Babu said. The independent candidate then urged the IEC to compel Mr. Ture to stop this violation of the rules in the interest of fair play. It is a stay tuned. Don't worry, we'll be back momentarily after a short jungle. Assalamualaikum continue kibaro yinambe men karan kan standard kibaro mon jamfa bake amu candidato ay kanindro ki na carte fay korda nyinto kabdame IC pro enar pila debito be daji ko men na saba sanjal carte fay tundo nyinka aligat sungaro karo kango kanot nyin kibaro me asave wala mu awa makaloti standard la kibar tala memba karanga lajala na studio to jang air radio na YouTube channel lo ngido nal dundale subscribe alien follow alien share anina Facebook page ol beto sanga continue kibaro nyim fangle candidato ngimu independent candidate ka fay babu sisi Sebastian katre fay banko nyinkam ay petition of safe pro IC wala na katre fay korda nyin abe men kanin kanjeto wala nyintiko mola daji ko men mola be daji ko men tamandi kan jeto ka me Usman Touré memu incumbento de ninkum atele kanyeta non in carte fay tamilala ara lotala kota ke NRP candidate mati o mafan nyin abe daji ko men tamandi kan jeto comme luati nyala carte fay la sar e campagne la sar la membre na carte fay korda da bole itandika ay petition o safi comme petition o nyin ning kibar bunda gela membo ko standard ning aw makalo men safi ko nyajibe tumiro la karola atenyin babu sise ay Usman Touré comme ay memfo memu incumbento de sanjeto abe tinyaro ke kan sartol nin tandrinya la ko la membe ko aka kule itandi molla membe ko loko nyamo loko wala natalo menka itandroke puru NPP la natalo nyinga bole itandi kam molla ka kampanyo ke wala komate mu wala la candidate membe ko President Adama Barrow komen wolu nyajibe wala campaign material nying akole use instead hanfo amala apokata ata use membe ko ila kafu ila patiota membe ko NRP men yate sponsor men yate londi o dulato apoka wala local use de wala taman sero aboko use aka jumala use barola NPP la taman sero akole use ko kamala omulu atinyalti nini ata campaign wala ethical code ni na membota na carte fay code rangin ka continue ko NRP aning President Adama Barola NPP comme be kafo konne kafo me kaf mena grand coalition onyin na karola kaidan droge fanan ko niaji be ni me safaro kede kaf men petitiona ning manya men this act against comme ni manyalti men be tinyaro ke kan IC la campaign sarto lale men landi comme rules comme katenten ko this is an impersonation comme ni mu fenedron pour ka molta ka mol la findat la kola ka mol impressionate comme bari ning yaje ko atebe comme loring Adam Barrow ko maybe mol membe la Adam Barrow wala se kadro fa bari nunkum abe luati nyalla je bagas atamanke Adam Barrow la londi moti NRP la londi mola mati donc santen ate molde incumbency power men abe wala use kan wala president la sembo membe marlola tem pour ka karte failal ke nyabondi ala karola isinana karto faya nyame kunyi mu feneti abe senior ne set komen luati nyala ninata bankola karte fay lual nyina sako ninata kampanyo nyina code la komen ya itandi la nyame nyenta men taman la kampanyo ucho kono o kampanyo kono ka men ethical code komen membota na karte fay code la nyindo babu men in tumiro keteng ay men itan o nyin atemu independent candidate amallo particularly ticket la de atin babu nyin ay commandro ke na kadre fa kordala se nyim mo forcé membe ko Mr. Toure ko stop asa dandi ko men abe luati nyamen ke kan ni nata kadre fa o kadre fa la lualten memmo IC ko men prumo nadron kairo se sotno nyamen o nti tilon sotno na karte fay campagne nyin kono nyame ka fen interest of fair play ko me bela karola bis na ila right shot no nyame jeto ay nyin kobula isa forcé ay nyin kobula ko men alaji babu sise independent candidate ay nyin chew to menna membe ko babu ate babu sise ay nyin chew men Ousmane Touré awole tumi nyina memo incumbent do design Sabah Senjal bara lota la kote ge bari NRP Hamad Bala patiyo yin abiloring wala tiketo yin alkada alwaro mina ta ngara point fanan gibe konsi kibado fanan bonne fanan tato sinamen fotadal ngay no yiwe anime na kuram bunda ning Senegalie agreemento sign so nganana so fanan gibe nyato daman ne ning jingulo baral. Welcome back. Now back to Point Newspaper. The headline, NOWEC and Senelec sign 50 megawatt power for keys agreement. It's a press release. Read by Hajarama Air Radio Salgeruna Spain. Now the details. The National Water and Electricity Company, NOWEC, wishes to inform the public that it has signed a power purchase agreement with the Société Nationale d'Électricité de Senegal, SENEC, the acronym. The managing director of NOWEC, Mr. Nani Juara, and the director general of SENEC, Mr. Pap Mademba Bitey, signed the agreement in Dakar, Senegal, which is meant to facilitate the importation of 50 megawatts of electricity through the Soma and Brikama OMVG substations for a period of 5 years. NOWEC will initially use 30 megawatts this year on a take and pay basis. With the signing of this agreement and the completion of the 222 kilowatts transmission lines and substations of the OMVG from Kaolack, Soma, Brikama, NOWEC for the first time ever has secured sufficient power capacity in the Greater Banjul area, GBA, to meet current demand. The new OMVG transmission line has been connected to the local network, and the final stages of commissioning and testing are completed. This is only one of the many steps on the way to provide stable electricity to our people. It is a very important milestone that we have been working towards for some time, Mr. Nani Juara, Managing Director of NOWEC, highlighted at the signing ceremony. The next and most transformative step to stabilizing electricity supply will be to complete the upgrading and extension of the distribution network. NAWEC has been working hard to maintain and expand existing services while all meeting the rapid growth in demand. However, due to the very poor condition of the network inherited in 2017, this is a huge task that requires rather extensive investment, which is being negotiated through a series of funders. To this extent, NAWEC requests the patience of the public as they strive to address this through major restructuring to provide better services. The capacity for imports through the OMVG transmission line to GBA is 150 megawatts. So there is a significant increase in potential to meet the growth in demand with sufficient expansion of the distribution network. NAWEC is grateful to the Gambia government to facilitating the required funding by donors and lenders, particularly in the instance the World Bank, African Development Bank, and the Kuwaiti Fund for the generous fund that have contributed towards the completion of the transmission line and substations, especially thanks to the OMVG for the coordination and the final delivery of these important infrastructure for our countries. The milestone underlines the fact that the NAWEC turnaround programs is yielding result. We take this occasion to remind you all that our vision at NAWEC is to become one of the best managed and financially viable water and electricity companies in West Africa, Mr. Juara concluded. It ends here. Stay tuned. Don't go. I'll be back momentarily in Mandinka after a short jingle. Ya sama madam continue murta point ni sebal indo na kurambu aning jibu bila nyaton ko aning Senegal la kurambu ye sinyaro ke komen kurang nanka mo me nyanda ka sopla o kala komen laino men ya bonni nang ito la laino bala kana Gambia ka fena OMBG programo ni na damo nying min yalo yara somo ma fa la puruka janjandi Gambia banko kan kambe on society masande ne bari ka fo nyum munadi iba jolale ya sama komen ya itandi nyamen bari NAWEC aning sel elek membe marlin Senegal la kurambuma ko ye signaro ke membita fo courant la sembe woro mega watt talul yemen ka sang o agreemento yola sign to bugala sanna ito lebulu ka tammin line la komen projet ko men sotro sanding komen transmission line ka continue kibaro nyin mu press ladi komen ya bonni ila in sign la ya sea nyin newspaper nyin do membe ko point newspaper so ngadun kibaro nyin fan kono memu na bankola jibu anin kurambu company ka foye NAWEC iwe lafri nyina ka jamaa pe kalamutan meme ko Gambia dingol ko ye signaro kede pour ka sandro ke fengola comme agreemento kambengola inin ka fo me ko society national Senegal banko ila electricity kurambu kurangola karola yo ñing kambe on soto wala bulu itol yemen sinya comme ka courant sen e bulu ka continue e ko ñing ñaton ko membe na ñing courant bonto den memu nani juarati memu director general ti atalmatra mem matra Senegal la fonko fanana courant bonyi na ka faye Mr. Pap Mam Demba bitey ñi mo fulolu nani juare anim pap ñing itolle ñing kambe on sinya en kambe on ñing comme Dakar Senegal in Dakar Senegal ya signal min ay mo fenetron pour que silo yele pour que courant bonnina ka men importation la courant men nanka mo bita fo megawatt tallul courant ko soma brikama OMB station o men be londi jeta substation o comme station no men ya londi jeta pour ñin line be connect la men for the period men bita fo sangilulu ucho yewale contrat ko sign na week comme ko follow la membe kering be me use la wala mudrong megawatt so ñina karola wala mun megawatt tan saba ibe wala use la ñin sango kono on the take and pay basis wala ñindi yementa ibe wala jola comme take and pay ba tala ya jola janni ba use la yemen dante de take and way o pay was niata ka jola so comme contrat ko ñing follow be dat la wala mu megawatt tan saba ti ñing sangi dantan kono e même fo ten o sangi lulet 5-year period ka continue ñing signaro men ya sorten kambe la karola comme ka bring bango keta ila doko ñina membe ko 222 wala kilowatt kemafula mo ani lol o transmission on na line o kabari o da apareta ani substation o men ya low substation on membe ko of OMVG membe bola nan kabo kaulaka ani soma den menna comme in line on transmission on ye wala da apareta ka menna 225 transmission line aning substation on yin dinkra fulol men be ko OMVG lanin dam silonin men ka kurang samanan kabo minto kaulaka soma aning brikama yemen itan ko nawek for the first time inam sinya foloti nawek komen inamana mensoro ko pro kasoton droge fenna membe ko kurang la sembe warola men ka sufficient capacity komen men atimata sembola karola ni nata banjun na dandaola ka mena greater banjun area enamana soto nyin silo nyinam sinya folot tomit komen wolen rong se molla sulo nyin se wota sa atembeni no nyame ko mobe sa sot no ila fitala nyame ko wala nyinde tomit current demand molika men kanin kurang la karol ko nyaaji be nyin OMVG transmission kuto nyin na line no nyin mu feneti ya connect Gambia talale local government local network yemen lo soma santen nunkum ye chokinyo balale ala final stage yin foje yele pareta ya test ya jibe fo abe betiarun fa beta yo bekele fa pareta yin connection on yin na carol ka continue ko this is only one of the steps como nyimu si simfal kono simfa clinic membe ta kam pour ka soton roke courant la ala betiala ati kuntla wati o wati kome ka mena stable ni o modron courant nyi abe sotla nyamale namoli yemen dande ko nyimo feneti men akumata bage men be hameri menna ko la ni na raji be men do ko kekan pour mon na dron for some time wati janna misal nani juare memmo nyaton koti director nawek ay nyin ko kan witande wato menna e be nyin bengo kekan wato men ka mena signing ceremony teben kambe on sote kata da maltema wato men ya signa wato men anyun kumo seneyande wal ko nyaaji be next and most transformative comme memina ni membe kala falindro la karola pro simfalla pro ka tenkundro ke courant la sopla la se tenkun aita nyama ka mena stabilizing ni o modron atikala kata kana courant nyimbe tenkun la abetarla tala anyama smoothly go sopla nying be to complete komen burko akumfa wala ngi don ka kol kuta ne ka menna upgrading aning ovekla munite extension ka yirwandro ke niagibe talaro la Kenya le ka menna line on tank distribution network oni men bukal courant la laltem nawek na men fo wala ngi be do ho ke kan do ku bade purka jeko pro se lafaro keno anim fanang santeng sabiso membe bulu aning while also meeting komen binana komen men sinana na soton roke ko la membe tariala ka chiga fo kol kono fanundi membe ko kanindro la karola komen while also meeting the rapid growth in the komen molka kanindro men ka kuran la karola isayi fanan iseuta yo tomenino mari nyoli mobe sa soto ilafta la nyame bari abe selega mbagele komen kabrin project of findo sa kuran na kanin banko kan abe lafa kan wati war bari ba kata kan projo tomenino nyame ko be niaji be juto di po komen kola lanyala bari itol network o men sura nun Gambia banko kan itolien men keta kabo 2017 sangala ko amambete a fereng na wegla karola so kamala we yatine kole akol sotul na sai falindri baleke men ya foten ko this is a huge task imuddo kuleti do ko me akulia da bage pour sula ko la pour ka extensive comme ko la investment dollar ka kodo dundi nyin do ko kunna memme ko kuran la karola ay men dande ko niajibe which is being negotiated yim kala fennati men ye kacala soto mo jamal la karola sabo dinkra jamal la karola men ye kodo nyin e wulka men funders men ye kodo dun nyin business nyin ko na bara business walam ko to this extent ka futanyin dinkra to nawek na kanindro ke munna mol pun sa kata kaymunya ka mun patient as it will be la kelomen ke kan pour ka address ke to potoro ke ko la membe ko mejo restructuring pour ka delaro ke kuta ke il fengol la men lefta pour ka sotondi ilangin do ko nyin kono ka continue ko capacity for imports ni amo capacity for imports wala mo kurango me nyanda ka kumandi na pour OMVG la transmission line la membe ko pro banjun na dandang la membita for kemenin talul megawatts yin so there is a sufficient increase comment something yemen lafa o kanyantale men certain rokienola in a potential to meet the growth in demand kola karola with sufficient expansion comment pro sinana yirwan roke kola of distribution la karola membe ko network ko ni ba jenyen na nyame nawek is gratefully content about puruka Gambia man sakunda tentu puru ye silome yelete membe ko sula kola puruka kodo bandi puru anim fanan ka soton di donol bulu nya anim men fanan ye don roke kola particularly sakonina ta begin tembo mentuten men be ko World Bank aning African Development Bank woliye du plodu koto bakele aning Kuwait fund fanang in mudinkral men bela makero ke kang badia kang aning generous komen makero kendorin funds komen niaji be ko that have contributed towards in kata fenneti ya lafaro ke bake puruga dandro ke se la cool kumfano meme ko transmission line o nyina anim fanang substation me yalo tang especially tank fanan ya di même form kunda bari OMVGT for the coordination olemu bul choknyolo men ke kola den kafunyolo la dala ninata fana and the financial delivery final delivery komen kola ba le mendi kan ninata pruka kurawin ta na ka bonnina important infrastructure men se kurawul ben kay crown futandi din kralta na bankol kan e ñun jayo la membe ko OMVG ko mo kuleti maybe men ngawa kanum ko men ninata on the lines ko men kol ko facto nyala nawe ko men ka muruka ka jiberoge kotake go turn around pour programol ke murundi ke jibe nyala kotake membe ko santen ko nyin nin kumu abe hirwa kanne abe wara kanne men ka fitina yede ka mina yielding result ni o moron fenomen abe falling kannan abe yirwa kan ko niaji be we take this occasion ngai wato ta pour ka hakil bulando ke all that our vision committed women hamekan nyatola ko men nawegla karola is to become pour kanana ka ke best management managte ko men to sikana moti men company de men sinana na ka topotoro ke kola nina ta jibe aning financially viable ko membe kala carote nina ta kodo kadun nyamen carol la membe ko water geo aning kurang la carol la company asike ko company de West Africa tundo nyinkang na Africa tiliji tundo nyinkang nani juare ala makan dan dame so la baraka anal bari ma la jara be nyin dan na janna folo na recon system en so nyina la fo wati kote